It's like Jamaican.
Yeah, man, it's authentic Jamaican goods, foods, produce straight from yard to abroad.
So probably I've mentioned several times how much I miss Jamaica and I want to bring food from a West Indian store now to where I'm going because I miss Jamaica. You know, I did a video saying that I was leaving and going on this travel journey. And you know, for those who plan to stick around, who don't mind watching and learning from other places as well, you'll see where I'm trying to head with this. Now, one of the big things that I remembered reading and hearing is that people were saying, you know, they spoke about racism and, you know, all these different stuff. And I was like, I know this. Like, I've been to these countries before. I've been in America several times. So I understand, you know, those things that come with it. The reason why I brought this up, I was just leaving out of the house, the apartment just now. And, you know, I saw this older white lady. And I said, good evening. And I walked on by and I didn't hear a response from her. And my immediate thought was, oh, this person probably is a racist. They don't want to hear me say anything. And I said, bro, stop, look back, and say it. And when she saw me, she was just like, hey, pretty. Bro, she's older. She probably didn't even hear what the hell I said. I probably spoke with an accent. She didn't even quite even understood me. And I say this to say, sometimes when we travel and we go to these different places, because for such a long time we've had these feelings or we've had experiences, it's like we basically just judge every single person off of that. It's like meeting a Jamaican man and saying, every Jamaican man cheat or every Jamaican man bun weed or whatever the case is. Not saying that you don't go into things with caution, but don't let that be exactly what you think it is. Anyhow, I'm almost at the West Indian store. You guys are going to see, oh my God, there's something about West Indian culture which is just, I don't know. Bro, yes. What's up, bro? What's up? The moment you walk in, let me tell you, it smells like the Caribbean, like one of those stores. You can smell a little hint of saltfish, a little hint of probably salt mackerel, and I don't know, there's just the spices. You can literally smell the spices on the shelf. And bro, I don't know, but is there something about it? You just know that this is not your usual or your typical store whatsoever. This is definitely a Caribbean store. If you guys look behind me there, you will see the Jamaican flag, of course. You have the Trinidad and Tobago flag, as well as a bunch of other flags, like all the other Caribbean flags from Barbados, stuff like that. So we're gonna walk into the store and we're gonna see, bro, chiffon butter. I don't know if you will be able to find chiffon butter anywhere else like that. What I mean is, like, if you go into a regular American store, would you find chiffon butter? Probably not. These are just like, yeah, and when you cook certain things with this, you're gonna get like a Caribbean taste, bro. You are going to get like what your granny cook with. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different. And that's why you saw me going around and trying these patties today, is you could use this very same exact recipe at all of these restaurants, right? And it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same because, for one, it's who's cooking it. And two, if you're not using the same exact butter from Jamaica, the same exact coconut oil, or the same exact leader oil, or whatever, it is going to change the flavor profile completely. And that's why you wonder why when you go to Mexico or certain parts, like you wonder, like the Coca-Cola tastes a little bit different. It's because the ingredients are not exactly the same. Also, when you factor in stuff like shipping changes the flavor of stuff, bro. The heat, the cold, the temperature change that it's going through, bro. So that's why when you get the foods here and you go, oh, Jamaican food is good, try Jamaican food in Jamaica. It will blow your mind. Anyway, I'm gonna look for a couple stuff because where I'm gonna go to, I do have like a nice kitchen setup, so I need to have some stuff. curry is definitely something I wanted. I've never seen this before. I've never seen the Blue Mountain curry, but that's another thing I spoke about in a previous video. I'll tag it as well. When I was at the supermarket, the Publix. Yeah, some of these brands you might not see in Jamaica like that. But like this, you don't really see this in Jamaica. It's not one of the prominent ones as far as I'm concerned. But where's that curry brand again? What is it called again? Better Pack. Soai. I found it. So Better Pack curry, I'm definitely bringing one of these over to where I'm going. I'm almost certain I'm not gonna find this in that country, so I'm bringing a Better Pack curry. What else? What else do I need? I wonder if you're gonna find things like butter beans. I don't want to bring anything too heavy that is gonna weigh down my suitcase like that, but definitely bringing that. Crackers. Anyway, before I pick up the stuff, I'm gonna show you exactly what's in the store so you guys can check it out. I'll show you anything that I find like that is just one-offish here. So some of these I did see in the Publix, so that's, I wouldn't say it's too special, but things like the ground provisions. I did speak to one of the ladies that work or owns here, and she said that some of the stuff are not from Jamaica in terms of ground provisions, but they try to find things that are in similar quality. So for example, when I made the sorrel, the ginger is actually from here. And that ginger is not from Jamaica because it's kind of hard for them to ship certain things. So they got it from another supplier. I think it's one of those Asian type sounding countries, but the quality is very similar to that of Jamaica. So that's pretty cool. So anything you're gonna get in here is gonna be quite similar to what we would get back home. And if they can ship stuff up, they will. So for example, like the sorrel, they did ship that from Jamaica and stuff like that. So then we have this Ocho Rios brand. I've seen this in the Publix. That's something I don't see back home like that, but clearly somebody realized the need for the product and actually, you know, took on the market here. So all of these seasonings, this is what it means to be a Jamaican, bro. Our seasoning aisle is going to be just filled with just different things. Boston dry jerk seasoning. We know in Jamaica we are known for things like oxtail, curry, jerk. All of these seasonings you can do on your own. You can formulate your own recipe, but some of the younger folks don't even know anything about that. Oh, okay, sure.
And when you do stuff like that, do you put it on social media?
Yeah.
You do?
Uh-huh.
You ever been in the car?
All right, back to what I was saying. Bunch of spices here, and yeah. The younger folks usually might not know every single ingredient for certain things, so you definitely have like the powdered versions to kind of help you along the way to get the flavor profiles until eventually you figure out how to do it on your own. So let's continue. This is quite interesting. I never really seen strong back root before. You don't really see this in general in a store back home. If you do, I mean, good luck to you, but there is a lady out in Crossroads, halfway tree usually. She normally had a cart, and on that cart she would just have like a bunch of just like roots and just everything from Cheney root, every single root she would have on it. I remember as a kid I would see it and I'd be like, this looks kind of crazy. But then that's just me not being aware of some of the medicinal properties of some of these roots. As time went by, some of these things just became like mad popular, you know, through the advent of social media or just things going by. For example, things like Irish moss. I've always heard about Irish moss. I've always heard about like how good it is and blah, blah, blah. But then for some reason, like of recent time, it just blew up on social media where a lot of people back home was just like selling Irish moss, white, red, purple, just different Irish moss colors. So yeah, that you won't necessarily find in a store, but if you can go to like your let me say, like the neighborhood Rastaman or something like that, you could definitely get bush roots. But for those people who don't have that access to those people here, that is there and it seems like a pretty good deal. Now this is what I definitely smell. Red herring. You could smell the red herring. Let's look at the price, because this is where you're gonna get me. Okay, so $4.88. I don't remember the price back home in Jamaica, but it doesn't seem too bad. You have like salt fish, or here it might be labeled as salt cod. $2.80 is not bad for this little bit here. This could be enough for like 2 people to make like some ackee and red herring if you like that. And yeah. Oh, my advice, if you're going to a West Indian store, I would definitely go for the ones looking like this, the ones that don't look too overly commercialized. And my only reason for that, Kurt's sister, she tried to make rundown the other day, and she used the ones that look like they come from Alaska or some other country. Don't get me wrong, I know, like salted fish doesn't come from Jamaica. It comes from another foreign country and it gets to us and blah, 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 blah. But the ones that look more like foreign centric for some reason, the flavor, for me, doesn't come across as the one that seems more traditionally packed. So maybe you might agree with me, maybe you might not. Now going into here, this is a little bit different for me. Coconut cream. You don't normally see it like this back home in Jamaica, but it's really about the market and who they're trying to cater to, I would say. For example, when I meet some Jamaicans who are living in America, some of them don't even quite know about the coconut milk that's in the powdered form, and time goes by. In Jamaica, we start doing different things. When Alaska came about in probably like early 2000s or whenever it came about, like the powdered version of milk was just never a thing until then, and then everybody started to powder up everything, and wow, check it. So you know, say, me have to go roll with 2. So I originally came in here for these. Yo, am I the only one that thinks this? The Grace mackerel that comes in the small can tastes better than the Grace mackerel that comes in the big can. I've heard other people say that. Some people say because the one in the big can is actually like a jack mackerel or something of the sort. So anyway, I'm gonna grab a couple cans of these and stuff. And let's put them to the side there. So definitely grabbing mackerel, definitely have to grab curry. And so funny, he's talking about the country I'm going to tomorrow. Yo, all right, Matthew, tell me about the business. Like, cause I've come here a couple times.
Yes,
I think I met your mom.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might have like cakes, like Jamaican.
Yeah, man, it's authentic Jamaican goods, foods, produce straight from yard to abroad.
Which part of Jamaica you come from?
All over Jamaica I come from, man. What do you mean? We have produce coming in, we have goods, canned goods, everything.
Okay, no, but which part you come from?
Kingston. Man.
Kingston you come from. Yeah, tell about the produce, because like even like this Scotch bonnet pepper, it's from here this come?
Yes, sir.
Cha-cha.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, we get it weekly, you know?
Okay, so some of the ground provisions, is it always from Jamaica, or you try to get similar stuff?
Mostly Jamaica, but we get from like Colombia, Costa Rica, other countries too.
So Colombia and Costa Rica has similar.
From the Caribbean still. You know?
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
The ginger, where is the ginger from exactly? Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And you find that ginger was like similar to...
Very strong like Jamaican ginger.
Chano. You guys get a good support of people like coming to the store, eh?
Yeah, I mean from the south, yeah. You get the West Indian diaspora come through. Because not only Jamaica, you get, you know, Trini, you get Guyanese, everything.
Because you have like a plethora of just different products and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Cool, Chano.
So, you know, we support the whole community.
I see that, because I bought sorrel from here though.
Yeah, the fresh one?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah,
before Christmas, but it's gone now.
Yeah, man.
Everybody got everything.
That was from Jamaica, but you see, we only got 2 shipments of that, so that went quick.
Oh, so like how often do you guys get shipments, or like if somebody...
No, weekly.
Okay, so if somebody come here and want something specific, like let's say they want some really fresh Scotch bonnet, they can put in the pre-order and stuff?
Yeah, of course.
That's
a
a
week
vibe.
before, man. You done know already.
I've been trying the patties though. What kind of patty that?
We have Ocherias patties from the Ocherias company.
Tell me about that company, because I've been seeing that company.
They're big down here in Miami.
So it's mostly known in Miami. So they try to replicate Jamaican stuff?
Well, they source from Jamaica too.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're like a middleman, but he's huge down here, man.
Okay. When I'm leaving, I'm definitely gonna grab one of those patties.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro. If there's anything else you want to tell me about the place, let me know.
Yeah, man. You don't know. Come support. Check out Jamaica Groceries.
Jamaica Groceries, and where you guys at?
We're down south, Colonial, 160th Street.
My thing.
Yes, sir.
Vibes. All right, so you guys heard it. There's some things I didn't even know. They get a shipment once per week. I was thinking that the shipment was like probably like once per month, but definitely not that. What else do I need to get? I don't want to get chips and stuff like that because, you know, I might not eat them right away and they might go bad. But yo, bulla. all different types of bulla raisin bread. I'm not really a raisin bread fan, but there's just bulla and just stuff like that. Again, I'm gonna go with more canned stuff because those are non-perishable. You know, they're gonna take a while before they perish. So, oh boy, should I carry a tea? No, I'll let somebody from Jamaica come up and bring me one for sure. But they got a lot of stuff, bro. Ginger, woolly. Watcha. I love Catch. Like, this is one of my favorite chocolates. Cheesies. You know, say nacho too. Couple cheesies, funny. Yeah, man. Bro. Now the nice thing to hear, because sometimes I try to be as intelligent as I possibly can, just by observation, and you look at certain things. So before I was telling you about the Ocherios company, never quite saw it back home in Jamaica, but Logix would have it, and like he had confirmed, it's basically just probably people from Jamaica who realize the need for the product, and they source the stuff and they make the products themselves up here. So that pans out and that works out pretty well for them. Wait, I think I found Irish moss actually. Irish moss. So this amount is $14 for that. Yep, there goes the Irish moss, and there's some other things that's there. I like the presentation of this. It seems like it's in dirt, but it's actually just wood shavings. That's quite good. And I'm sure that's kind of to help preserve it so there's less moisture in the air, so it will stay and last a lot longer. And probably is a nice cushion for shipping as well too. It's quite good. All right, so Bomba Star. So I know a lot of people sometimes they might see me and they hear the way I speak and they go, Uptown Jamaica, that's not it. Trelawney Falmouth, born and grown. However, things like bulgur that I just saw just now is something that I don't know. I don't get it. It's probably that transition for like Jamaicans where, how can I say, you used to go through a particular hard time and you just never wanted your children to go through it. And some people might think that bulgur was just not, I don't know. It wasn't it. So back home in Jamaica, more popular, you're gonna find things like, of course, cornmeal porridge, banana porridge, plantain porridge. Some people are kind of iffy with the rice porridge, but I grew up with all those porridges. Bulgur was not something that I necessarily heard highly about. However, as I grew up, some places would actually rarely make bulgur porridge. And when I tried it, to me, bulgur porridge is top tier, especially when made good. I made some a couple months ago and I'm in love. I'm in love with bulgur porridge. If you guys can agree with me, drop it in the comments. Let me know what's your take on bulgur porridge, but I love it. I quite love bulgur porridge. All right, so now you have the cornmeal stuff. Yeah. Oh, omni porridge. I love omni porridge too. I'm kind of skeptical of bringing some of these things because I don't know if from an agricultural perspective what is allowed into a country or not. But you know what? I'm definitely gonna bring, bro. I'm definitely gonna bring some peas. I'm definitely gonna bring some peas, bro, because I want to make some rice and peas, some stew peas, you know, stuff like that. You know what, let me just chance one. I'm gonna chance one of those and some gungo peas. I don't know, is it different when the gungo peas is like, I don't even know. For me, I can't tell the difference. They look the same. I might just grab it in Goya. And yeah, I definitely need some peas, bro. Now I am going to a Caribbean island tomorrow, but it's a Spanish-speaking Caribbean island, and I'm not certain if, I'm almost certain I'm gonna find it, but again, I'm gonna show some support to this store, because you know, wherever I am, I'm gonna always support people from the Caribbean, especially the English-speaking Caribbean, which is like Jamaica and so forth. So let's drop this on our bill. This is a talking point, bro. Like, this is a talking point. So a couple nights ago, Kurt's sister had mentioned to me that she has a friend that actually makes this, and then she adds, you know, extra rum and stuff. She actually watches the channel, I heard, and she wanted to meet me. I'm sorry if you saw this video. I'm sorry that I missed you. But she actually said that it tastes actually good. So if you don't know exactly how to make a a Christmas cake, you probably can start with that as your starter pack, and then you can spray on your own red label wine or your own rum and just make it your own. But that, I'm sure I've seen it in the stores before in Jamaica, but I don't normally look at it. All right, these I definitely saw in public, so that's not quite of a surprise to me. Now the saltfish. Let me look at the saltfish. Obviously I can't travel with this. Yeah, the price of saltfish is definitely still the same like in Jamaica. Saltfish is pretty expensive here. It's pretty much the same. Yeah, but if you want saltfish, they definitely have saltfish, and there's bami as well. I love bami. Now here's what I like about this store here. I mentioned before, if you want to get your food as authentically as possible, you have to try to make sure everything is as close to what it should be. These pots here, I guarantee you, of course I know people make the talk about aluminum and that it's not good for you and yada yada yada. I agree, I've done the research myself and I understand it. But these pots are gonna definitely help you to get your food as close to Jamaican flavors as possible. It has a lot to do with how the temperatures are dispersed. You realize like certain things, it's just, some pots in your house, it's just that frying pot. It fries things very well, or the pot that makes a curry even better. That's going to be the same thing when it relates to the pots here. If you're afraid of aluminum, I think probably the closest bet you could go to it would be a cast iron pot. Now here's a kicker. This is what I like. They actually have coal stove here, bro. Coal stoves are here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I thought I saw Axion, but it's not Axion. There's just some other stuff like your castor oils and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And True Juice is here. That's not. You know we are figure free the gate. We are figure free the gate. This upper reach right now. In idea. Need it. Hey supple gen, I need you like never before. Bro, bro. I wish I could find this hot. If I can find this hot, I want it. You know, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. I don't want to forget it. Talking to you guys and stuff. So yeah, yeah, honey and coconut oil. Some of these things I've seen in the store. Did I see ketchup in the store? I don't think I did. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Bottle sodas and stuff like that. Pretty good, pretty good. What's in here? Kingfish slice. Whoa. Wow. If you want breadfruit, so breadfruit is here, and I don't want to keep the fridge open too long, but yeah. Based on what I see in the fridge, it seems like there is some snapper, some kingfish, some mackerels probably, the breadfruit, stuff like that. So, try to copy the store? No. No, man, you can't copy that story. You can't copy that story at all. So those are stuff that you can actually get in that freezer there, and that's pretty cool if you ask me. Now, what I did want to pick up was some Lasco. I used to love Lasco as a kid.
They don't have any Lasco?
Of course, look above you, man.
You see Lasco?
See it there?
Not all of it.
Probably not all the flavors. Yeah. So as a kid, I used to get in trouble, but probably not, because I used to teeth it out. I used to get the Lasco, pour it in my hands, and just eat it like that. No water, no nothing, and that's how I'd have Lasco, and it was just like so amazing. And it kind of just shows something for me with life. Just think back at something when you were a kid you love so much, and you'd have to like go to your parents for it, beg for it, pray for it, and hope that they would give you the chance at it. Lasco was that for me. And then now I could buy 10, 20, 50 bags of Lasco, no questions asked. And I don't do it, it's just so weird. I guess the point I'm trying to make is these small and simple luxuries that you have, use them, enjoy them, you know, find that inner kid that you used to be, and just make sure you try to enjoy life as much. And that's why I'm so much ice cream. I love ice cream so much. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the Lasco that I want, I don't want any flavor that's too goofy. I'm gonna keep it simple. I normally like creamy malt and strawberry and vanilla. So I'm gonna pick up only 1 pack. And the reason for that, some airlines, they don't like powdery substance or whatever. I guess they think it's gonna be like narcotics. So yeah, I'm not gonna chance it too much. The freezer aisle here, you have goat meat, oxtail, cow, they say cow feet, but cow foot, chicken foot, burnt goat. Being a Jamaican is like one of the funniest things ever. If you tell anybody, if you say cow feet, they are going to crucify you. Like Jamaicans, we don't like change, brother. The moment you change up the words, then my general, are trouble. So you gotta be careful. So that's one reason when I saw the feet, I was just like, but I get it. Grammar is grammar, and that's the correct way to actually say it. But culturally, it is not. All right, so this, you never, as a man, you never call out this kind of style. You just say, no go soup. So I'm gonna get like 3 of these. Yeah, I would say 3 of these. I don't normally do like fish tea and that type of stuff. What is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely some of this. Now, here's a funny thing. Like Grace sells theirs for $1.75, and what the hell? Usually this one back home is usually cheaper. That's funny. Well, kudos to this. Even though honestly, I don't think they taste different. Like, to me, they're all the same. All right, so here it is again. How do I open this? This seems like a, oh, okay. Pork tails. I hope I can find this somewhere else, like where I'm going. I really hope I can find it. It doesn't even have to be like the salted version. I can do that on my own. But yeah, pigtail. That's the correct way that we would say it back home. But of course, you're in the US, and there's people from the US who, how can I say, marry like Jamaican men or Jamaican women, and they also want to please their partners. People don't even think about this. So you're gonna have people who are gonna marry a Jamaican, and because they want to make their Jamaican counterpart happy, they're going to want to make these dishes. Now, when they come in, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's worded to be like the correct way for non-Jamaicans or non-Caribbeans or whatever who, you know. So I guess that's the whole deal with it. But yeah, that was salted mackerel just now. The temperature in here, it doesn't feel, I don't know, it's probably a special way to actually cure or preserve the cured meat, because it doesn't feel very much like a fridge, but it is a fridge, and it looks different. It looks very different. So on the thing, there is like a fact sheet about curing of meats and whatever. So I'm sure that's like a particular technique to have everything in order. But yeah, this is the store. It is a pretty small store, but it's a store that facilitates a lot of the main things to completing a Jamaican dish. So for example, things like chicken, and so they don't need to carry chicken, because chicken is chicken, even though Jamaican chicken, I think, is a different type of chicken. But they carry mostly like the spices and, you know, the herbs, and those are the things that you're just not going to find, you know, elsewhere. Maggi is like a very popular brand in the Caribbean and, you know, Spanish-speaking countries. When I was out in Colombia, like the Maggi, it was different. Like they added different things to their powder seasoning, which would kind of throw off your Jamaican dish a little bit. So, you know, things like these actually do help out. Yeah. Oh, Gary. I actually saw this out in Ghana. Gary's out in Ghana. Oh, speaking of Ghana, no, I've been getting the messages. I got the messages on Instagram. I got the messages on YouTube. People saying, yo, when are you gonna link up with your boy, Wode? Now, just to publicly say it, what he was supposed to come out in Jamaica like from last year, but people think it's very easy to just travel to Jamaica. Some countries have restrictions and just where you can travel through. Most times when you're trying to get through certain countries, you have to go through transition points, whether it's through the US, and if you don't have an American visa, it can really throw things off. So I was waiting for a very long time, back and forth messages in between, you know, try to make some links for him, like where he could stay or where we could stay and actually do stuff. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to be working out. As of filming this video, I spoke to his film guy, Stickers, and he mentioned that they're going to be there in like a week or so. I'm not even sure. And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to be going to another country at that time. So I don't even know, man. I really wanted to. I tried several times, but the guy's a busy man. Sometimes it's hard. I messaged him, never got a response back, but that's typically from what it like. He has a lot of messages coming in. I did speak to him on the phone. He did tell me a date, never came on that date. But yeah, I hope he has a great time out in Jamaica. And I definitely want to meet him again because that is literally like my brother. Him, Stickers, the whole family from Ghana. Some of you guys have still stuck around watching my videos nonetheless. Thank you so much. Miss them. Can't wait to head back out to Ghana. All right, this is my little Jamaican stash here. Little things that are going to hold me over for a little bit and help me to make some Jamaican dishes while I'm away. I do have some stuff already in my bag, which I'm going to add on top of this. All right, so I'm about to pack these into my hamper. Funny, you guys ever notice, like, probably it's me, but I always notice like Caribbean people, especially when we're traveling between the US and the Caribbean or back and forth, we always have like a lot of bags. Like we say in Jamaica, bag and pan, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna get these things packed in. I never got a chance to tell you guys Happy New Year's at the start of the video, but Happy New Year's. This is the first video I filmed. The start of the year, and I have one thought, man. The ideas that you have, like the resolutions and all that, I'm not really big on resolutions, to be fair, because usually they don't work out, but I'm really big on mindset. Because if you have the right mindset, whatever idea that you've written down, whether it's in your journal or your phone, I promise you, those ideas are just amazing ideas, but without the mindset, hard for them to get executed, you know? So for me, this year, I've spoken on the big change and what I'm trying to go after. And I know the mindset is not gonna happen today, but it's a gradual working, you understand? To, you know, do something that I wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to really travel progressively, and the mindset, I think, wasn't quite there. Like, you know, I have traveled and I think I've done a lot more than most people, but I really want to do that for this year and really share as much as the Jamaican culture as I can. People don't even understand. Every single time a Jamaican goes into another country and a person speaks to me, on my account, the way that I interact with them, the way that I treat them is a representation of Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like when a person meets me and if I'm rude to them, they're gonna think that all Jamaicans are rude, especially if I'm the first Jamaican that they've met. So that's my job, kind of just going out there and sharing Jamaican culture. If I get the chance while I'm there to like cook for somebody, you know, and let them try Jamaican food on their own, then I'll definitely do that. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the ride. Thank you guys for watching today's video. It's really kind of a spur of the moment, because really tomorrow is where everything starts, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Originally things, love, nature, and adaptation, and always remember to keep the link.